Hey guys, welcome to the Centre Bounce. Today we're talking about my mob, the Essendon Bombers, for our mid-season review / report. I know,
Mm-hmm.
Big J, you don't like me talking about Essendon, but you're forced to talk about them today. How you doing?
Mate, next week when we do North Melbourne, we're going to talk all about them and how successful they are this year, how well the new coach is going under Clarko, how there's no off-field problems or anything. So, I'll cop some Essendon today if we can talk North Melbourne next week.
Mate, we are going to talk North Melbourne next week, but who knows whether, hopefully, Clarko will be back for you. And it's not quite as successful as ours because if you look at the ladder where we are, we're currently ranked sixth, baby. Not bad.
I know, you're doing pretty well with a reject coach who kind of got kicked out of a team because he was no good, got kicked out of the AFL because he was no good, found your clubs and actually done all right for himself. I don't know what's he's done. Maybe the talent was already there and then he's just kind of mastered a little bit. But great percentage, a lot better than some clubs. And as you see, had some real success against good teams this year, beating Melbourne. You guys obviously scoring 104, Melbourne scoring 77. Tough team to win, Joe. Pretty happy about that, right?
I am very happy, and I can't believe, actually, I can believe the slander coming out of your mouth in relation to Brad Scott. Mate, he took you guys to a couple of prelims, and you can't say that was off of talent. He did not get kicked out of the AFL. His job position is still vacant. They have not replaced him yet. He is irreplaceable. He is the legend, Brad Scott, and he's coming in with game plans to make the most of our list, even capable of beating Melbourne. Yes, I am up and about today, and we got the bye, so there's no threat of us losing either to ruin this winning feeling.
Mate, you got to be pretty happy. Even if you don't make finals, you guys have done well this year under the new coach. You got to be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I am very happy. And look, I'm very happy because the eye test is showing that we are being very competitive and we're not being blown out of sides. But I'm realistic still, as are most Essendon supporters. We know that we are not genuine flag contenders. We know that we are going to battle to make the 8. And the only reason why we're potentially even in discussion for finals is because we get to play West Coast twice this year. So
I know, we were talking about it before, and it was like you play West Coast twice, you're in the finals. So
we get a chance.
It's a tough one.
Yeah,
for a team that's lost 2-meter Peter for a while, to be 7th in offensive ratings, pretty good. I mean, he's just come back and kicked, 5 on the weekend? So
yes,
you know his influence. You know how good he is. 7th on the ladder when he's your only real key forward, pretty amazing. Not so great is Ridley and his defense, 13th on the ladder. Should look up to his big brother, Darcy Moore, and ask how to do some more intercepts because your rating would be a lot better. 5th on the coaches' votes, which is bloody fantastic. Probably I'd like to see how many weren't Zach Merritt and Kyle Langford, 25 goals for the year. So, it's not too bad. Could be a lot worse.
It could be. I mean, as you said, we've played all the year long up until this week without 2-meter Peter. So we've had to manufacture a bit of a forward line. And Kyle Langford's been that guy. He's been playing a bit on a wing, playing a bit in the back line. And for him to have 25 goals is pretty impressive, but also says a lot about our other forwards and what the hell they're doing up there. Clearly not much. Bloody Sam Wiedemann, I'm looking at you, mate. But yeah, overall, the team is coming together okay. And I know you mentioned if it wasn't Zach Merritt, how many? I reckon this kid goes pretty all right and got a few himself. Nick Martin, what a star. As of round 12, champion. As you can see, the stats are a bit different for him because for a winger, the stats are a bit different. He is, though, according to champion data, the 9th best player in the league right now and the 2nd best winger statistically after Errol Goulden. So this kid, someone who was overlooked 3 times in the draft, was training with Subiaco, and we picked them up as an SPP selection. And in he comes, basically above average in every single outside ball statistic, and the 2nd best winger in the competition. He is on track for an All-Australian jersey at this rate.
You had to pull an obscure stat out of somewhere. Be like, nah, he's not best rated for anything. He's not doing that 2nd best winger after Goulden. Come on, man. Like, pick up a good stat from somewhere. What are you doing, mate? Man, there's no discounting Nick Martin. He's fantastic, but come on, Joe, you can do better than that.
Highlights over the past month, and you will see right there for yourself what an absolute star he has been. I love him to death. He is my favorite player right now to watch among our youth. But there's someone that I can't stand watching right now.
I thought he's your surprise draft pick from Melbourne. You know, great trade-in was going to be the great white hope of the club. Mate, this guy is average for disposals, average for goals. I mean, he's better than what Jamie Elliott was last episode, but still, it's not great. 1.1 contested marks per game. Can barely take a mark in the forward line. Below average for goal scoring. So, could be worse, but he's not great.
No. He gets when you get given silver service, beautiful delivery by one Zach Merritt, and you're dropping like butterfingers, mate. It pisses me off to no end. So Sam Wiedemann, you got 2 meter Peter back now, who's there to shoulder most of the load. You make sure you pick up the slack as well, and don't just leave it all on him. All right, I'm looking at you. All right, lift, mate, lift. We need you to fire to make finals.
You tell him, Joe. You tell him.
I have told him he better respond.
We've given Essendon a B+. I don't know if that's a bit generous there, but Joe's put that down, so that's what we're doing. They have bounced back after a horror season. They have got in the new coach. He's doing really well. Have been, they beat Melbourne, as we say. They beat a couple of good teams. They do play West Coast twice, and that is favourable when it comes to the matchups. I think they also play North later on in the year as well. So might be another, I guess you'd call it, free win for them. Could be top 8. I don't know if they're going to break the finals. I don't know if they're going to break the finals curse, mate. What is it, like 4,000 days after not winning?
It's over 6,000 now. It's over 6,000 now.
Is it that many?
Yeah, who's counting though? It's all right. Look, I'm not looking for a finals win this year. I'm just looking for consistent effort, something that's being built, something that we can see is going to shape our team for the future, a bit like what you guys have. We're building for the future. It's not for the now. And there's still a lot that has to play out for us in terms of our game plan. We're 17th for inside 50s conceded, and we're dead last for creating front half turnovers. We are actually worse than West Coast at something, and that's what that is. So, there's clearly a lot of work that needs to be done. Probably the smalls have to lift to cause some Snelling.
Your defense is a big issue that really needs to kind of get its self-fixed up there.
100%. It's been an issue for us for many years, and that's probably the one big thing that Brad Scott has still yet to crack the code on, but I have full faith in him, as I have full faith in our wonderful viewers to hit the like button and to hit the subscribe button. That was such an amazing movement, such an amazing segue. I can't believe it. You got to reward me for that amazing wordplay. Please, boys and girls, subscribe.
Yeah. Keep watching, guys. We're going through all the teams this week for the bye rounds. We're going all the teams for next week for the bye rounds. Stay tuned. More content's coming. And we might even get some of you guys to come on the shows in the next few episodes as well. All right. Remember, 100%. Here at the Centre Bounce, we do the hard work so you don't have to.
Bye for now.